Shit, I'm tired as fuck. Come on, baby, let's get the fuck home.
I know it's hurry up. I hate this neighborhood.
Nigga tripping over here and shit. Oh, shit.
Just keep walking, don't turn around.
Here we go again.
Hey, nigga, why you fucking with me?
Fuck you, nigga, cause I can.
Man lives in the sunlit world of what he believes to be reality. But there is, unseen by most, an underworld, a place that is just as real, but not as brightly lit. A dark side.
So, peace, greetings, and, salutations. Peace and love, yo. And that's what we need. We need love and peace on this earth to even deal with this type of subject matter. Because the kids will continue dying. So, for the longest, people that were into certain conversations were called conspiracy theorists. They were called people, just making up stuff or just falling for anything and whatever. Now, see, for the longest, I thought adrenochrome came from Hollywood. Just like a lot of people. I thought they made that up. And that was the reason that people were saying, oh, adrenochrome, yeah, right. That's not real, with your Madonnas and all these different people. They're like, nah, it's that's conspiracy theory talk. Because we got it from the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Now, here's the thing. I never knew Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas was a book first. And I didn't know the whole story was from Hunter S. Thompson himself. These are like confessions. And they're trying to mix it with not mythology, but like nonfiction or fiction to throw you off, to make you seem like, you know what you're talking about, you crazy. But in truth, adrenochrome is told by Hunter S. Thompson himself. Now, a lot of people don't know who Hunter S. Thompson is. So we're going to watch a video from Jamie Deluxe. Now, here's the thing. This video is from like 5-7 years ago. You can't even find this on the internet anymore. You'd have to go to his Patreon. I ripped this years ago. Let's watch this 12 minutes uninterrupted. Let's just go.
Warning, some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion advised.
Warning, all you guys are going to find this one disturbing. Now, what I've done is I've tried to connect a few dots between the Franklin cover-up and Hunter S. Thompson, which has already been connected before, but I wanted to do it myself. So I'm going to start off with audio from a podcast called The Last Podcast on the Left. And this is from episode 119, The Franklin Cover-Up, part 1. Now, Paul Benacchi's testimony, which is read in this, is very disturbing, and I'm warning you, it might give you nightmares.
And one last thing before we start, you are going to notice David Brock hints here and there. And that's because I noticed a pattern dealing with something called after parties.
Now, here's the thing. Because I know I said uninterrupted, but before I continue, if you notice, he said it's already been connected. So Hunter S. Thompson and the Franklin cover-up has already been connected. Okay, this is before the movie. So I want people to keep that in mind. If the movie is inspired off of a book that Hunter S. Thompson wrote, and he came up with this word, or he's the one who brought the word to the lexicon, adrenochrome, then it has nothing to do with Hollywood. If Jamie Deluxe is even saying it has already been put together, he just wanted to do it himself. I'm not far-fetched at all. Let's keep going.
Doing it here in order to get things over on people. Like it's not, it's again, it's not, it is about the sex, but it's about building this boys club. It's about building this. Well, if you want in on the real power players, well, you got to come to the after party.
I mean, it's
you
the
have
true
to be able
test.
to watch what happens at the after party and not open your mouth.
And we have now gotten to the biggest after party there is, the biggest boys club for the elite in the entire world. Bohemian Grove. Paul Benacchi, he insisted that all this took place at the base of a 40-foot owl, and that the location was somewhere near Sacramento. He said that they landed in Sacramento and they drove somewhere with very tall trees.
Okay.
Bohemian Grove.
Okay. Yeah.
So, take that drink. God, there was a cage with a boy in it who wasn't wearing anything. They told me to fuck the boy and stuff. At first, I said no, and they held a gun to my balls and said, do it or else lose them. We did this stuff.
It's not funny.
No, but I mean, honestly, if I want to do that to some, I want to have a daughter. Just so when she starts dating, when she's 17 or maybe 27, I can have a gun to a dude's balls and just be like,
you're no different than them.
No.
Way to ruin the mood, Ben.
Sorry. All right, go back. Yeah, testimony. Sorry.
We did this stuff. And by the way, when I say we did this stuff,
here's another thing, and it's not to be, alienating, but I'm just going to call it what it is. If you notice, it's a certain group playing with this, having fun with it, when there's nothing funny about it. That's interesting.
I'm not going to read that part of the testimony.
It's too bad?
It's gratuitous. He said,
it wasn't playing Prince of Persia.
No, it was
Is that
not.
what you're saying?
He said, we did the stuff to the boy for about 30 minutes or an hour when a man came in. He grabbed the boy and started fucking him. The man was about 10 inches long and the boy screamed and the man was forcing his dick into the boy all the way. The man tossed him and put the boy right next to me and grabbed a gun and blew the boy's head off. They then forced me to fuck the dead boy up the ass. They made us kiss the boy's lips and eat him out. Then they made me do something I don't even want to write, so I won't. They'd been filming it. They cleaned us up and took us to a house. They had the film and they played it. As the men watched, they passed Nicholas and I around as if we were toys and sexually abused us. They made Nicholas and I screw each other, and one of the men put the dead boy's penis in mine and Nicholas's mouth. I didn't want to write this because the man forced me to bite the boy's penis and balls off. I was there for about 5 days. Well, in a separate testimony, DeCamp said that Benacchi told him that Larry King was smiling and laughing the whole time the film was being shown.
Of course he was. If he was just being like, I can't believe you guys filmed this, then I would be question what he was doing.
Yeah.
And that he said that
I don't even want you to read this.
Yeah, I don't want to say it, but I'm not going to ignore the facts, Henry.
Yeah.
He said that they had stopped in Las Vegas on the way to Sacramento.
And Mike Tyson was there, and there was a tiger, and there was a bachelor party that they saw.
I love this movie.
Yeah.
But he said that the director of the snuff film that they picked up in Las Vegas, he named him as Hunter Thompson.
Hunter S. Thompson.
I mean, honestly, I don't believe that for a fucking second.
I think it's the least shocking information we've heard so far. I don't know, possible, sure.
I'm certain, honestly, he was also working on the convention a lot, and I'm certain they picked him up. He was not the director of the snuff film.
I feel like, can we just say again?
Yeah, bite the kids, bite his balls.
Yeah.
Like
he was not the director of the snuff film.
Like the word party, I think we're using the word director wrong. The guy holding the camera. He wasn't he wasn't Kubrick. He wasn't reinventing the wheel. It wasn't Space Odyssey.
We didn't see the movie.
That's true. Yeah, what if it was amazing?
What is this shit? That stuff makes pure mescaline seem like ginger beer, man. Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome?
Hello. Hi, Lucy. God bless. Yeah, it's me. What? Hell no. I taught the bastard a lesson he'll never forget. What? No, not dead. He won't be bothering anybody for a while. Yeah, I left him out there. I stomped him and pulled all his teeth out.
I remember thinking, Jesus, what a terrible thing to lay on somebody with a head full of acid.
But we have a problem. That bastard cashed a bad check downstairs and gave you as a reference. They'll be looking for both of you. Yeah, I know, Lucy, but you can't judge a book by its cover. Some people are just basically rotten. Anyway, the last thing in the world you want to do is go to this hotel again. They'll trace the call and put you straight behind bars. No, I'm moving to the Tropicana right away. It's a different name, but I'll let you know what it is. And
now, as we're watching this movie, always remember this was a book before it's a movie. And the bald head dude that Johnny Depp is playing is the guy who wrote the fucking book. So that's Hunter S. Thompson right there. Okay. This is a movie made off of a book that he wrote. So everything involved in it, he told Hollywood. Hollywood didn't tell him.
I gotta get off. I really have this phone tap, baby. Yeah, I know, it was horrible, but it's all over now. Oh my God. There's someone at the door. There's someone at the door. Hey! Hey! Oh, I'm innocent! It was you! It was you! It was me! Don't put that thing on me! Well, that's that. That's the last we should be hearing from Lucy, man. She's probably stuffing herself down the incinerator about now.
I remember slumping on the bed. His performance had given me a bad jolt. For a moment, I thought his mind had snapped. That he actually believed he was being attacked by invisible enemies. But the room was quiet again.
Where'd you get this? Never mind, it's absolutely pure.
What kind of monster client have you hooked up with this time?
Satanism freak.
I think there's only one source for this stuff. The adrenaline gland from a living human body.
I know. The guy didn't have any cash to pay me. He offered me human blood, said it would take me higher than I'd ever been in my life. Thought he was kidding. So I told him I'd just as soon have an ounce or so of pure adrenochrome. Or maybe just a fresh adrenaline gland to chew on.
I could already feel the stuff working on me. The first wave felt like a combination of...
Now, the dude said he wanted some adrenochrome. or a fresh adrenaline gland to chew on. So when you hear the story in the beginning, he's talking about what he made Paul Benaki do. And you're like, oh, this is so far-fetched. This is not believable. Okay, remember, this movie is about Hunter S. Thompson. Okay, Hunter S. Thompson, it wrote a book first before they made the movie. This is all in the book, even more graphic, you could say. So, if we're talking about taking literal adrenaline from a human body, and then we're talking about chewing on adrenaline glands, how far-fetched now is the information? See, you never slowed it down and listened. You're not listening to because most people really can't watch this movie. They're like, yo, it's too twacked out. But it's like, you're not listening. So they're talking about chewing on body parts. Okay, didn't Paul say that they made him eat the little boy's genitals? Okay, why would that be? Well, I don't know. They're chewing on adrenaline glands. So it's not far-fetched at all. Where did he say he got it from? A Satanist. Just keep going.
Of mescaline methadone. Maybe I should take a swim, I thought.
Yes, sir. They nailed this guy for child molesting. He swore he didn't do it. Why should I fuck with children, he said. They're too small.
You ever hike up into the mountain? Oh, yeah, I do that.
The guy who he got the adrenochrome from was a child molester. Okay, when I showed you guys months ago in this year that picture of Jocelyn Maxwell working at Disneyland, and everybody knows all the stories about Disneyland where the kids were molested, raped, the stories were thrown under the rug. They were shipped out or flown out back to their homeland, etc., etc. There's plenty of things that people have heard. Okay. Of course, he said some sick pedo shit. Oh, why would I mess with kids? They're too small. It's like, I don't know, because you're into adrenochrome. You're into dope. It's a dopamine high. It's a drug. It's pure adrenaline. Okay. All right. How would you find out about this anyway? He said he got it from a Satanist. That's the one who's the child molester. Okay, this is sounding like some Aleister Crowley shit, which is older than Hunter S. Thompson. So it's not far-fetched. It's not spook. It's not make-believe. It's going down. Don't believe me. Okay, you got your Orlando Browns. You got the Amber Bryce or Brian girl. What the hell is that boy's name? Todd Bridges. The girl that was on the show with him that died. She was like a teenager. She was young as fuck. She just dies. Whitney Houston just ODs in a tub. The guy from Friends just ODs, or he just drowns and dies in a hot tub. Theo, he just gets washed up in a wave. It's like all this stuff is just there because life is just life. It's just random. Nothing is organized, illustrated, designed, conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Not conspiracies, conspiracy. Like it's a pattern of things. It's all there. Dan Snyder, Nickelodeon. The countless other stories about kids being the Corey kid. Both of them. The one that died, and then the one that's been telling you guys that he like. I could bring up, oh, he said Michael Jackson didn't touch him. That's irrelevant. What I'm saying to you is you have all these different cases that are just swept under the rug. Okay, I wonder why. So let's listen to Hunter S. Thompson talk about killing. Let's listen to what he says. Listen to how he says it. Listen to what Letterman says, and listen to how he responds.
Maybe I should take a swim, I thought.
Yes, sir. They nailed this guy for child molesting. He swore he didn't do it.
They nailed him. They see, it's a Hollywood movie, so they're just cutting it up. But they nailed him. He was arrested. Okay, what did they find? Whether the child, pieces of a child, videotape, they found something to get the guy. He's like, oh, why would I want to touch a child? You know, they're way too small. That's Hollywood. That's them just putting it because he didn't finish the story. If he did,
Why should I fuck with children? He said they're too small.
You ever hike up into the mountains? Oh yeah, I do that I like to kill. And when you say kill, you're talking about what? Neighbors? What? We don't want to talk about.
Look at that dead pause. That is odd. It's not odd because he's not a comedian. He's not a comedian. That's not odd in the sense like, you know, a comedian odd. Because a comedian would have made a facial expression. They would have made like the little devil, you know, what they call it, mischievous face. Like he doesn't do that. He just has a silence. Like it's eerie for him to do that. It's eerie, period, for anybody. Like this is like straight out of a slasher movie. You know what I'm saying? But the slasher talks. It's like this is straight out of a slasher movie. You know, oh, will you kill your neighbors? He just sits there with that gives it away.
And when you say kill, you're talking about what? Neighbors? What? We don't want to talk about shooting people, do we? No, but you're teasing when you say you like to kill, right?
His response is, I had to stop hunting because I was hunting not to eat. I was hunting to enjoy the kill. So who's he talking about? You know what I'm saying? The whole point of the Bohemian Grove Paul Bonanaki thing is he's the killer. That's what they're saying. He's the shooter. You know, we can't claim that to be true. Okay, one of the victims is telling us. He gave the name. He said it's Hunter Thompson. He didn't say Hunter S. Thompson. He just left it as Hunter Thompson. So you could play it off as Hunter, like he's giving his occupation. He's a hunter with just the name Thompson. Or you can look deeper in it and say that's what they called him, Hunter Thompson. It's a play on words, but how eerie and weird, and always remember this dude committed suicide, supposedly. He killed himself. But it's eerie and weird that this guy is supposedly mentioned from a victim that is involved in a Franklin cover-up, something that really happened. Everybody knows this shit really happened. For him to be mentioned, and then you see him, and then they make a movie about a book that he wrote, excuse me, about something that, you know, whatever's going on, because the illustration for this book, excuse me, is, I think this is it. It might not be though, because yeah, it's on my other phone. There's a part about explaining this book that I believe I screenshotted it. And the words, the illustration is interesting. Let's just say that much. The illustration is interesting for them to say. Hold on. I don't know why this shit is taking so long, and I don't know why I'm way over here. It should have been like resurfaced, but hold on, I got you. So talking about this book, where is it at? Okay, this is how they describe it. They say the book is absolute 100% required reading for college students or anybody that is even slightly dissatisfied. For those in need of a philosophy that have discarded the Bible, Plato, or even Hobbes. I guess that's some poet or something. Fear and Loathing is your last stop between Satanism and H.P. Lovecraft. All right, now that's interesting because it says Satanism and H.P. Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft is the one who made Cthulhu. You know what I'm saying? These are all made up shit. This is all stuff that came from the 1920s. Spook talk. You know what I'm saying? To spook you out, to scare you about shit. Meanwhile, it's H.P. Lovecraft who's writing it. So while you spooked out on the story, you not even realize the sick motherfucker is the one who offered you to buy the book. Okay, I'm saying that because the movie is made from his book. So this is where it gets interesting. It's like you guys have to realize something. When you were talking about adrenochrome, you weren't wrong. You weren't off at all because Hollywood didn't even invent this. This is something they got from him. He made the book first. Then it becomes a movie. So Hollywood don't write books. Writers write books. He was a journalist. He wrote the book. He actually has a few books. That's not even just his only book. He has a few books. He did it. He's the one who wrote the book that came inspired. Okay, well, within that movie, they have that scene. And they're telling you about chewing on adrenaline glands, getting adrenochrome. Who gave him the adrenochrome was a Satanist plus a child molester. Okay, this is all fitting. This is all fitting with the Hollywood devil worship, the real Luciferian. This is all fitting.
Yeah. No, I'm not teasing. I used to like to kill. When I realized that I was hunting in order to kill.
You like hunting?
I quit. Well, I did. I quit.
Yeah. But I know that when you
But I quit because I realized I was not hunting for meat. I was hunting because I like to kill.
Yeah. Have you talked?
I wasn't hunting for meat. I was hunting because I like to kill. Okay. So we're dealing with a killer. He's playing it off with, animals and stuff like that. But if the shot is thrown from the victim, if the victim's the one who threw your name on it, nobody else did. It's a person who's saying they were in the room. This happened to them. Paul Benaki is on an episode of Donahue or Sally's Every one of the. He's on an episode like the parents of Johnny Goshik are in the building. They're talking to this dude, and he's telling him what happened to this. So that is a fact. The Franklin cover-up is a fact. This all happened. Okay, this guy's a real person. You're seeing him on Letterman. He's a real person. Hello. You see how off he is, just like in the movie. He's the same way. And this is without the adrenochrome. This is just him. So you gonna tell me he seemed like he all there? Like he don't seem like he done some shit? He ain't off a little bit or seen some shit? He don't seem like one of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre kids. He don't? All right, whatever.
Anyone about this stuff? But I know.
I don't have to.
Yeah, I know.
You don't tell anybody about this stuff. I don't have to.
Yeah. But I know that when you.
But I quit because I realized I was not hunting for meat. I was hunting because I like to kill.
Yeah. Have you talked to anyone about this stuff? But I know.
I don't have to.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have to. Like if he's in pocket, if he's right where he's supposed to be doing right what he's supposed to do. Remember, late night television, that's Hollywood too. That a television is right in your face. So it's not like he not in the devil house chilling. Like he said, I don't have to.
Paul Benassi provides him with the evidence that Larry King threw child sex parties here at his rented $5,000 a month Washington house.
I was about 14, about 1981. At first it was about 3 or 4 times the first year. After that, about once a month. Some of the parties, when they started off, were straight political type parties with no sex. And then when some of the men had left, some of the politicians had left, the ones that had planned on engaging in some type of sexual activity, that would come after the party. Some of the kids would be held downstairs in some of the rooms where if they acted up or if they started freaking out because of the drugs that they were on, they put them in a room.
You telling me he don't look like a real victim? That motherfucker, no offense, I ain't trying to be wrong, but it's like that motherfucker look like a ghost. He looks half fucking dead. Bro, this dude, you can tell, has seen some horrific shit. You can see it. You can see it in this motherfucking face. And here's the crazy thing. That dude is sober. Paul is sober. But look at him. Look at him. Look at him. And tell me you think he's lying. I'm sorry. I don't. I don't. Like, there's certain things as fake victims, and then there's real victims. This motherfucker look like he will never be the same. He looks like he's gone.
They couldn't get out of, and they'd lock him in.
What kind of drugs?
Anything you wanted: cocaine, heroin, speedballs.
You're telling me those
speed.
things were at these parties where you had Larry King and prominent politicians?
Yes.
Were they readily available to anybody at the party?
At the after parties, they were readily available for anybody. Beforehand, they did it more upstairs than they did anywhere else. It was kind of in the back rooms.
Were any attempts ever made that you know of to expose this situation?
As far as I know, nothing's ever been done, and most of the people that were in there had already been.
They just wanted to show you because remember I told you this is old. This is like 5-6 years old. This might even be older than that. This might be like 2017, 18. You see what he pulling up? You see how he show you that after party, that private after party? Remember that hot dogs and whatever the fuck Barack had, pizza and hot dog? Remember Podesta was holding up his hand with that weird ass sign? Remember that picture with Gail, Oprah, and Tom Hanks? Remember how Tom Hanks had that one weird ass picture that he put up that if you went to a Russian like Google, like a Russian web search, you actually seen that was part of like a child molesting ritual? Now, remember, they snuffed out a president and gave you a crackhead that wasn't running nothing. He got coke in the White House. You find out his son really is a dirtbag. They hid that information. His VP's an idiot. They're giving billions of dollars to a whole nother foreign country. They're giving them guns. They leaving guns and bombs all in Afghanistan. Why you think all this weird fucking Marxist destroy America shit is going on? Okay, don't you think this would destroy America too? Who is John Podesta running with? This is that Hillary or Clinton Obama connection shit. This is all around them. Even though the Larry King situation, they say Bush and Reagan was there. This is my whole thing. My whole thing is this. I'm not claiming no Reagan and Bush when it comes to kids. I already made that video. The CIA, okay, he the VP. I'm saying Reagan got shot. Bush Sr. didn't. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, even if you want to say Reagan dirty, he can't be fully dirty to that extent. They was trying to whack him. You ain't never heard of Bush Sr. getting shot. You ain't never heard of Larry King getting shot. The one that we talking about. You ain't heard of Hunter S. Thompson getting shot. He killed himself. But it's like, you ain't hearing about none of this. Just the dude who you're claiming is at the Bohemian Grove. He all down for the cause. He the only one who get hit. Maybe he wasn't as dirty as they trying to portray him to be, but it was around that time. So it really don't matter. You know, your eyes is blind, but your hands are dirty because your eyes is blind. So what I'm saying is this. That's why he put the Podesta situation there, because he had after parties. But look what it's called. Look what it's called. The after party. Like he said, after.
To expose this situation.
See?
As far as I know,
now that's weird. Old boy showed, Jamie Deluxe showed us an after party when this video first started, and it was like 2015. Okay, but it was a different dude, Blake or whatever the dude's name. His name, was not John Podesta. Okay. This one is sent to John Podesta about an after party. Okay, we already know what after parties are. We already know what they are. This is when they touching underage kids and doing drugs and doing some old devil ritual shit. This is what they're talking about.
And most of the people that were in there had already been, I should say, compromised.
King's partner was Washington lobbyist Craig Spence. Spence took youngsters, including Bonassi, on private midnight tours of the White House.
So you were in the White House then?
Yes.
And how did you gain access?
Well, I came down with Larry King, but Craig Spence was the one that arranged the trip for us. And it was kind of a gift for our services that we were doing.
How many times were you on this kind of a trip?
I came to it on 2 times.
2 times. And were you used for sex on those occasions?
Not until after we left.
After you left the White House? What time of night?
It was usually around midnight.
Once one of America's top Republicans, Lawrence King is serving a 15-year prison sentence.
See, this is why they be saying that. This is why they'll say, oh, the Republicans is all around kiddie porn and stuff like that. Bruh, what regime are you talking about? What regime of Republicans are you talking about? You're not talking about no damn MAGA. You're not. You're talking about back in the day. Okay. We just went from Jimmy Carter to Ronald Reagan with VP George Bush, who was the ex-head of the CIA. Nigga, I believe a bunch of milk cartons. Ooh. Do you get it now? Does it make sense now? You said the CIA put crack in the black fucking neighborhoods. Well, that didn't help. Okay, so what made you think they wasn't fucking operating in kitty touching and all types of other shit if motherfucker is right there? If George Bush is running the fucking VP spot as an ex-head of the CIA at the time of all this shit going down, and you know that they put crack in fucking neighborhoods and they done all types of infiltration and the fucking feminist movement, the bitch was paid off by the CIA. If they're willing to do all this shit, you telling me kids ain't involved, so they'll give a community crack. What do you think? Who's watching the kids? What's going to happen? Oh, you think they give a fuck? Clearly they don't. So I say that to say this because a motherfucker will look at my page and be like, all right, well, you seem more conservative Republican because I am, but that's policies wise. That's all I'm doing. I'm a grandmaster. I'm duality itself. I'm using the policies of both sides to gain further. You know what I mean? It's the Buddha. It's the middle route. I'm not worried about neither one, but my side has been on the left so long, it's time for some right energy. But yeah, man, this is what the left means when they talk about that. When they say, the right's got a gang of child molesters. You are correct. You're talking about the 80s and you're talking about the Bush regime Republicans. That's what you're talking about. I respect it. I never denied they was dirty. Shit, you got 9/11, you got fucking Desert Storm, you got all type of shit. I'm not knocking that. But when it comes to the safety of the kids and society and all that stuff, all I'm saying is it's deeper than a movie.
For a multi-million-dollar fraud. But financial crime is only half the story.
So the thing I don't understand is this. I don't understand how people are supposed to just look at themselves as they don't follow, as if, they don't follow, like if they don't comprehend certain things. And that's weird because it's like, that's the science of everything. The science of everything is comprehending what is going on and what is happening. What I see is a bunch of people not realizing why all this. It was a book. It was a book before it was a Hollywood movie. It's a book. So his book he brings to Hollywood, or Hollywood reads it and wants to make a movie about it. So adrenochrome doesn't come from Hollywood. So when people try to play you out and be like, "Oh, nah, this is conspiracy theory," no, it ain't. Y'all got this from a book from a person that was already linked to a fucking snuff film. He was already linked by a victim. This is back in the 80s. Where do you think we got the whole adrenochrome conversation from? Where did we get it from? We got it from this movie. Okay, but the movie comes from a book. It's not a movie. It's a book. It's a story or memoirs or whatever told from Hunter S. Thompson. It's his story. They just made it a movie. And now people are trying to play it off. Oh, that's Hollywood. Or Hollywood don't write books. The book is before the movie. They just don't want to say based on a true story. Of course not. This guy's sipping alcohol at like 4 in the fucking, or like 9 a.m. in the morning on the golf course and shit, high off coke. It's like, nobody believes this shit. But your name was mentioned. Your name is dropped in a witness like testimony. But it's so odd. Nobody wanted to believe it. Oh, this is so disgusting. This can't be real. You mean like in the movie where you're talking about chewing on adrenaline glands? Getting adrenaline from an underage child or a human. Got it from a Satanist who was a child molester. Just watch the movie. Listen to it again. Watch the movie and listen to it again. And you're going to trip the fuck out and be like, So I say all that to say this. Don't ever think that for a minute, there's not one person that's pushing to expose stuff. You know what I'm saying? Only with MAGA did you learn that Obama made the cages. Only with MAGA did you learn that Obama deported the most people. Only with MAGA did you learn that Joe Biden had fucking government files, nigga, in his car, in his garage somewhere. It's like only from MAGA did you find out that the Hunter Biden laptop was real. Only from them you found out that the Russian collusion was a hoax. It's a hoax. It's not real. Only from MAGA you can see certain things. And I'm not talking about Republican or Democrat or conservative liberal. No, I'm telling you something. Dog, this is a new day. And it don't matter about them people up top. It matters what MAGA stands for. Making America great again. Okay, making America great again is exposing the pedos. The sick operation, the motherfucking Geppettos out here. It's like, that's what it is. So you can run with it however you want to. You can think of Donald Trump when you say make America great again, or you can think of many other things that we're doing, you know what I'm saying, to make this place great again. We're not trying to sit here and allow, the fuckery that's been taking place to continue. I'm sorry, I don't see, at least my people, you know what I'm saying, the people I roll with, they ain't trying to see that shit. We're not trying to see another nothing of this crap that these people are doing or involved with. We're not trying to see none of it. You know what I'm saying? We going straight for the kill. That's what people don't get. It's straight for the kill time. And that's what it should have been. With all this information that we have now, it should have been straight for the kill. We shouldn't have cared about nothing that the left is talking about. Helping people, foreigner wives. We shouldn't care about nothing that these evil people are talking about. Y'all got to explain yourself. Remember, in 2019, y'all on text with a fucking child molester. In the fucking Senate. Y'all over there doing Senate hearings. Letting him tell you what to ask the witness. Bro, that's in 2019. Trump did knock that dude off in the early 2000s. Okay, hold up. Y'all want to talk about Oh, from 97, who's the fucking president at that time? Who invited Jeffrey Epstein the most times to the White House? Who was on the plane the most times? Oh, now all of a sudden, Bubba, Trump gave head. But shut your weird ass up. First of all, Trump and Bill are not gay at all. I don't believe gay is there, period. I believe child molesting stuff is all on Bill. That's why you the one in the dress. Devil in the blue dress. That's a fucking song. The devil with the blue dress on. Okay, for some reason, Bill Clinton is painted in Epstein's house in a blue dress, pointing at whoever sees this picture. Like, nigga, we got you. That's the whole point of that fucking picture. That's what it means. If you get to see this picture, nigga, you dirty. That's what it means. You been dirty because you here with this nigga. And what you think I was doing? How you think he got me on hush? He got me in. How do we know what kinky, weird shit Bill Clinton's into? I said he's not gay. That don't mean he's not a kinko. Maybe he do want to dress up like a girl, get kicked in the nuts and shit. I heard white boys is into weird shit like that. So it's like, I can't put it past him. But what I'm saying is, that's the whole symbolism of that picture. The picture is supposed to be, whoever sees this, we got you. Because you with this motherfucker. And what do you think he do? Okay, fast forward from 2005-06 all the way to 2019. Just so happens some black bitch that's representing the Virgin Islands that hates Donald Trump just so happens to have fucking Epstein on the text. Oh, he's my constituent. How you constituents with a pedo? You could have not took the case. You could have been like, I don't want to be involved. You can deny stuff, you know. Not you. Not you. Oh, Roma. What is that, an acronym? All I'm saying is, in these Democrat cities is where most of the girls are getting raped, most of the gangs are, most of the drugs are, most of the problems are. Okay, when you have all that going on, isn't it easier to molest and kidnap kids? Makes sense, right? In a bunch of chaos, no logic would be there, and you wouldn't be able to notice certain shit, right? Especially if I keep everybody high and drunk and unaware, right? Makes sense, right? Ain't just California, all in New York, all in Massachusetts, all in Philly, all everywhere that Democrats are. There's always some wild, disgusting, sad, villainous, evil shit going on. And people are like, oh, well, you talking about Republican? Bro, there is no fucking racist true Republican. That doesn't even make any sense. They set the fucking slaves free. This is retarded. Like, this is retarded, bro. You got to remember there's such thing as the old republic. They killed off all those people. All those great whites and blacks that fucking built all that stuff and were cool and they killed them off, remember? So what Republicans are you talking about? Like, there's only two and few soldiers, you know what I'm saying, of the demon rats on the Republican side. Most of them know why they're over there. Has nothing to do with racism. It's about business and standing up for the land. That's another weird thing a lot of people do. A lot of people want to destroy the land they're walking on. That's just retarded. That's why I don't conversate with a lot of different people on Earth, because I'm like, yo, you throw dynamite on the fucking barbecue, like where we're at. Like, you're just weird. Like, I can't deal with people like you. So I say all that to say this. Keep your mind full of the wisdom. Don't ever think you was on the wrong track, the wrong mission. No, you never was. You was on the right track. You just didn't realize something. That movie, you can't call me a conspiracy theorist talking about this movie, because it's not a movie. It's a book first. It's a book first that Hollywood peeps, and then they make a movie. It's not a movie. It's a book. So all the shit he kicking is in his book. It's not Hollywood. Hollywood didn't create adrenochrome. They ain't got nothing to do with it. They stole it from a dude that just so happens to be named from a witness that was under the Bohemian Grove going through a fucked off ritual, like a fucked off one. Why would he mention you? Why would Hollywood take your book and make it a movie? Why would your movie talk about a Satanist child molester that sells adrenochrome to a guy that didn't mind buying a actual adrenaline gland? He would have rather chewed on that, but you didn't have one. So he just took the adrenochrome. That's made up Hollywood stuff. Dog, it's not Hollywood. It's from a book. Okay, then you peep this dude out. You peep how weird he is, and you have to say something to yourself. Is this far-fetched or is this deeper than deep? I think it's deeper than deep. And always remember, you know, here's the craziest part. This ain't even got nothing to do with little girls. These are boys. Y'all ain't never seen Sleepers? Man, it's a dirty fucking world out here, yo. Like a dirty world. I'm serious. Like, it's a dirty ass world. And y'all gotta realize that everything's not fake. Some shit is really here for you to observe and to stop. I'm out. Close.